if your fave guy ain't replying. Entertain the ones you don't even want, just in case.
I can hear the wedding vows now. Dearly beloved, we're gathered here today to witness the union of Miss Vera Fide and, you don't have his number saved, what's his name? Lester Ezort? And Mr. Lester Resort. Do you promise to love and cherish this man, in sickness and in health, for as long as your favorite guy doesn't reply? And Lester, do you promise to always be available when your services are required? To put up with being treated as a second choice? And to never complain about being kept on the bench? Alright, you may now kiss the bride. Don't forget to upload the picture with the caption, "Flying high today because there's always someone else waiting in the wings." Guests, we invite you to now subtweet the guys who ghosted this woman and enjoy some of the lovely leftovers we put out for you to pick at if you're a bit scared that dinner will never come. Isn't love magical? Hey Girl Scout, what's shakin'? How have you been? I personally have been not too bad. Been planning a huge list of date ideas for Blaze and I to start working through once the winter ends and leaving the house doesn't feel like a punishment anymore. Truth be told, the change of seasons is always a bit tough, but you find creative ways to pass the time together, like karaoke nights. Yes, he does change every lyric to make it about our cat, and yes, I did make him watch me perform a reenactment of High School Musical 2's Bet on It. What can I say? We're all in this together. Going along with the topic of relationships, I've noticed that TikTok puts out very weird ideas of what relationships should be. Either extremely unrealistic extravagance 24/7, or toxic patterns like they're to be expected or celebrated. The latter is what I'd like to focus on today because I think normalizing people not treating you right and not taking responsibility for hurting others both aren't good for your mental well-being and personal growth. And I don't think it's something that should be advertised to the masses on TikTok. So enough chit-chat, get your head in the game, and let's just jump right into things.
I had an affair over 10 years ago. I ended up marrying my affair partner and having 3 children with him. I'm here to help foster a conversation that helps humanize the people who do human things, like cheat. Better understand collectively why people do it and how they get to that place. I do not believe that there are any excuses or good reasons to cheat, other than the reason I wanted to. And I wanted to is a damn good enough reason to do just about anything.
After he left his wife and bought a house for us.
Isn't my new house just beautiful and perfect? I know, the lot is just to die for. I'll admit, I didn't wait until the sale went through to start making changes. But who cares? It's not like I wasn't going to be moving in anyways. Besides, the work I did clearly made the yard look better. The grass wasn't nearly as green as the grass from the new seeds I planted. And having to learn how to protect all the old plants so they could keep growing despite the sudden change seemed like a lot of work that would involve getting my hands dirty. I figured completely destroying everything and starting over was best. So far so good. If anything changes, I'll just get a gardener to provide what I need. And then when I get bored of the situation, I'll just pick another lot to do that again. Yes, I know I should have at least waited for the permits to go through before bulldozing the lot down to dirt. But it's not my fault the old homeowner didn't have another house to move into already. And I accept that my actions hurt a few endangered species that could have been spared if I had waited until I was given the all clear to proceed. But I can't dwell on the past. Besides, I put up a bird feeder where I provide little tidbits to any vultures who are hungry and don't like what everyone else offers them. So I'm actually doing more good than I did bad. If anyone tries to critique me, I'll just assume their yard is full of weeds they can't get rid of and they're jealous of my ability to start over with no regrets. Go mow a lawn, haters.
It's free. Real estate.
We're giving you land.
It's free.
We're giving you a house.
It's real estate. Free.
It's a free house for you, Jim.
This is free real estate.
Well, you gotta bring furniture, but the house is free.
2 bedrooms, no rugs. It's free.
You unlock the door to your free house. We got you the real estate.
It's a 2-bedroom house. It's free. It's got a pool in the back.
I'm not carrying this around all day. It's for your house.
Free real estate. I'll pee my pants.
Jim, come get your damn land.
It's a free house!
Jim, I got real estate.
Jim, to get better than this,
Jim.
the house is free!
Jim.
The house is free!
It's a free house.
It's free real estate.
The audacity of the woman who cheated with another cheater to brag about how happy she is and how great her life is with her family. It's like accidentally starting a fire and then taking credit for putting it out, and then becoming a public advocate for fire safety. Like, yeah, you may have put out the flames eventually, but that doesn't excuse the fact that you started the fire in the first place. She may have grown since her previous relationship, but that doesn't make it okay that she cheated and caused pain and hurt to those around her. There's a huge difference between self-forgiveness, showing others their mistakes don't have to ruin their lives forever, and creating an online account dedicated to talking about why cheating is a great way to grow and become happy. Why not use your experience to help others avoid reaching a point of infidelity instead, seeing as you do open up about things that you look back on as signs you should have left sooner? I would find that a lot more respectable. But the fact that she tries to deflect and avoid taking any responsibility for the hurt and pain she caused from cheating is just mind-boggling. Leaving an unhappy relationship's okay, but staying while breaking the terms of the relationship completely negates any integrity and respect you had for your partner in your relationship. And that's more telling of your bad character more than telling of why your partner must have had bad enough character that you had to cheat on them. Honestly, it's just sad that people like her can't see beyond their own selfish desires and choose to double down as the victim instead of taking responsibility for their wrongdoings. And that's not someone people should listen to if they want healthy relationships with themselves and others.
For my girls, just remember no location found means he turned it off. No location available means his phone died. Stay woke.
This toxic shit is addictive, isn't it? I told you, these are all toxic fucks. But anyway, I do have one for Samsung. Go into your Google Maps, your navigation app, go into the top right corner, click on your profile, then go down to your timeline. And there you will have all the areas and all the locations that you've ever visited using your Samsung. Trust me, it works.
What's up? How's work?
How was work? Why would you turn the location off? Tell me why.
Is that why you're mad?
Yeah.
Why is it
You
any
never
of...
turn
You
your
don't gotta
location
know...
off.
I'm done with you treating me like a baby. You don't gotta know where I'm at all the time.
You're
Relax.
defending yourself immediately,
I'm
which
done.
means you're doing
I'm
something.
done.
Are you cheating on me?
I'm sick and tired of that.
Are you cheating
Don't
on me?
touch
I
me.
didn't touch you. Are you cheating on me?
No, I'm not. Why would I be cheating on you?
Because you turned it
You
off.
always go straight to assumptions. Shut up,
Don't
please.
talk to me.
Where are you going?
To find an Uber.
Go find an Uber. You didn't even call one yet. Go find one. Have fun.
Find an Uber to my
Alright, shut up.
When she turned off her phone location but her Apple Watch still on. If you have AirPods, just forget it in his car. Now you can locate him everywhere he goes. If he has AirPods, borrow him and connect it to your phone. When you give it back, you'll be able to locate him. Stay toxic.
I bought some milk the other day, and even though it has absolutely no indication of being spoiled, I'm worried about being put through the horror of realizing I'm drinking something expired. I keep on opening the fridge to see if it's gone bad, because I'm sure there'll be some indication that my suspicions are correct. Wait, what do you mean that my incessant checking's letting in too much warm air that's gonna lead to me spoiling the milk instead? And what do you mean that the carton could look fine with a far-off expiry date, and there's a possibility that I'd still end up with milk that was bad from the get-go, so checking wouldn't change anything? And even switching from milk to another drink would have the same outcome? So it's not actually about the drink because the only factor I can change is my obsessive checking? Man, being thirsty is hard.
Drink your milk, kids. I don't want milk. Milk's for babies.
Yeah, babies.
Well, yeah? Well, I happen to know that milk helps build strong bones. So drink up. Well, Mr. Miller told me he never drinks milk. Look at him.
Yeah.
Hi, kids.
Oh, that's not good.
I don't know, I feel like this info could go to better use, like missing people. I've always used my location as a safety thing, and it's never crossed my mind to use it when my partner's out and about. You can't force someone to be transparent and trustworthy, but you can definitely work on building that trust together so that it isn't something that you worry about 24/7. Letting go's a hard thing to work on, but the more you fall into good habits and gain self-confidence, the more you can trust in yourself to be okay if that trust did end up broken one day. Because ultimately, you want to be happy with yourself in your own life, and to be able to see your partner as someone with their own life too. You happen to live your lives together, but you know that you aren't basing all your worth in your life on someone else.
If I block you and you find a different way to contact me, best believe we're giving it another go.
So, you've been arrested for attempted arson. Now, I know you've been told that breaking the law means you're blocked off from society in jail and you have to face the appropriate punishment for your crime. But I'll tell you what, if you manage to escape from jail and find a different way to commit the crime instead of the way that failed the first time, I'll completely let you off the hook, because I find that dedication admirable. Ignore all those other people who tell you to do your time and who want you to stay away from the public for not adhering to the expected rules set out to keep them safe from harm. I'm telling you right now that you'll be rewarded for completely definitely going against that. I'm sure you'll still learn your lesson even if you do no time and there's no repercussions, and you definitely won't do it again even though you totally could, and I'm literally setting you up to do the same misbehavior again, right? You promise, right? Yeah, you promise. I believe you.
Who's there?
Just me, sweetie.
Oh, I didn't know you were home. What are you doing in the closet there?
Wife things?
Oh, all right. Well, I'll only be home for a minute. Some prisoners escaped from the work camp, and I'm helping the warden track them down.
Oh, well, maybe you should let him go.
You know I can't do that.
You're always working. I wish you'd spend more time at home. More time with me.
Maybe you're right, honey. Maybe I do work too much. You know what? I'm gonna let those fugitives go.
You do that for me?
I'd do anything for you. I love you.
I love you too.
Now come out here and give me a kiss. Peter, no! Wait a minute! I don't have a wife!
Now, doesn't that sound ridiculous? And that's basically what this girl's saying. To be blocked means you've crossed someone's boundaries in some way, either intentionally or not. The blocking's a new boundary saying, don't message me, and a pretty clear one at that. So by telling people to ignore that boundary and to find new ways of reaching out, she's setting herself up for a bad situation where the person ignoring her boundaries is rewarded and doesn't feel like they'll ever be punished for doing what they want. That mindset will attract people who don't respect her, who refuse to accept responsibility for their mistakes, and who've developed a dangerously warped idea that all women have hidden meanings behind everything they say. Enforcing that mindset and encouraging those types of people is not going to lead to a healthy, safe, and loving relationship, as much as the comments cheering this on think it's heroic. What's heroic is communicating your thoughts clearly and not allowing someone to do things they know make you uncomfortable. Being heroic takes courage, and it takes courage to walk away if someone doesn't listen to that. Real love doesn't exist without respect. So even if you have to block someone with the painful realization that they didn't love you, you can be proud that your own self-respect is indicative of self-love. I mean, being happy with yourself is the ultimate ending to a hero's journey. So technically, you're just one main quest closer to that.
When he cheated, so I got all the girls' names on a chain and gave it to him for his birthday.
Every day I go to my local McDonald's, and they always give me the wrong thing even though I'm extremely clear on what I want and it's a pretty standard order. I'll even bring the receipt to the counter when I get the bag of food and they'll apologize and promise it won't happen again. But of course, come next time, I'm given subpar quality food that goes against what I've asked for. So I leave hungry and disappointed once again. The cashiers clearly don't care and say whatever they can to get me off their back. If it weren't for those rare times the ice cream machine worked and I was given a free McFlurry for my troubles, I don't know if I'd have anything nice to say at all. Yeah, I know I could just stop giving McDonald's my money and choose somewhere else that listens to me, but I want them to suffer first and feel bad for hurting me. Every time they get my order wrong, I write down every single mistake they make in a notebook. Once it's full, I'm gonna give it to the manager so he can see just how much he's messed up. Then, I'm leaving and I'll never go back. And they're gonna care so much for wronging such a valuable customer who poured so much money into them even though they didn't deserve it. Genius, right?
Boy, I feel like I haven't eaten in a week. If we pass a McDaniel's or a Burger Queen, let's hop out.
Oh, that's right, we're on television.
Oh, I'd love a flame-broiled bopper.
So frustrating. We all know what we're talking about. Wow, Joe, how'd you pull that off?
I put in a call from the McDaniel's payphone while you guys were getting that 9-piece chicken McFingers and those Diet Conks and those fresh fries.
Oh, come on, they don't own French fries.
What a McJoke. This revenge TikTok doesn't come across as this person thinks it does. I don't see someone confident and cool getting their revenge on someone they no longer care about by catching them off guard with mounds of evidence collected while they pretended to be oblivious so it highlights their badassery. I see it as someone wasting their time and money on someone who doesn't care about them and who doesn't deserve more energy wasted on them. I see a girl whose confidence was hurt by his actions, so she tried to show him her value and get him to show some kind of remorse for his actions to prove to herself that he does have an ounce of respect for her. And I see someone who absolutely should take all of her value and share it with someone who doesn't need it shoved in his face in order to celebrate her. If the guy's shown time and time again that he doesn't want to give you what you deserve, telling him why he should want to won't do anything because his mind's made up. If he wanted to, he would. What she should do is buy herself something she likes with that keychain money, and definitely not let this loser keep her heart under lock and key anymore. Give that key to a guy who opens it up and sees mounds of treasure, not the guy who tosses what he finds into a stockpile while greedily hunting for more.
And y'all wonder why I cheated.
Smell that? It's It smells like utter bullshit. In what world is your partner being silly and loving so repulsive to you that you can justify cheating on them and twist it into being their fault in your mind? I mean, you don't have to accept someone's quirks and you can prefer different love languages. But if you know their intentions are good and you truly cared about them at all, you'd want to show them an ounce of respect. Either by giving them a chance and asking for the love you need, or by ending things if you're incompatible so they can find someone who will appreciate them for who they are. Not purposely hurt them because their benevolent acts of affection aren't ideal, and how dare they not know that. Don't worry guys, I dug into the comments and it was all made up clickbait to promote his YouTube video where he totally pranks her for real, and during said prank he catches her cheating? Oh no. Glorifying and dramatizing cheating for views. Cute date idea. Hey, if the two of you don't see an issue in profiting off of that kind of content, maybe you are made for each other. And they said true love is dead.
Why is it always stay toxic, and not stay healthy and well communicated? Like, the feelings that you gotta feel, stay toxic, the people that you gotta be around to stay toxic, the situations that you gotta be in to stay toxic, like, yuck, fucking yuck. Why aren't we pushing stay healthy and communicated? Like, it's not as catchy, I get it. And it is funny to talk about some guys receding hairlines, like when they're being dicks. But honestly, like, I would drop the catchiness for something kind of better. I don't know. Stay healthy and well communicated.
It's nice to know there are people out on TikTok fighting the good fight. Though not so nice to see how little views these positive messages get in comparison to the negative ones. If we can push more and more against influencer culture and break the cultish belief that clout and likes dictate someone's worth, maybe people would be less inclined to brag about their unhealthy behaviors all over the internet for a bit of attention. Or maybe not. They do say stay toxic for a reason. All I know is the poison needs to be contained and we have to study those who are immune to its life-sucking qualities in order to save humanity from perishing at the hands of baneful bellwethers, lethal leaders, and infectious influencers. Between you and me, I've heard that touching grass seems like a promising remedy.
Jim?
Yeah?
I love you.
Really? Wow, are you sure?
Of course I'm sure. It's the way you pamper me, take care of me.
Oh, it's just a little mowing and edging. Didn't take long.
And the flamingo?
I just thought that'd look good on you.
Jim, what are you doing?
Hi, honey.
Jim, do you think she knows?
Just have another drink.
What do you guys think? If you agree and want this message spread to more people, then please let that algorithm know by liking, commenting, subscribing, watching till the end. Whatever you can do to engage helps a ton. You can also take a break from the cesspool of TikTok and talk about this with like-minded people over on my Discord. Link in the description. And I've also put my socials in there in case you want to get to know the gal behind the Denny Phantom PNG. And that's all from me. Hope you all have an amazing day, and I shall see you all in the next video. Peace out, Girl Scouts. Stay healthy and communicated.